So first I started off by tracing the template onto the sponge, and you can make it as big or as small as you want. And then what I did was I cut out the heart separately and I traced it in the middle of the spoon. And I also drew a curve at the bottom. And I will link this image below in the description box so you can use it if you want to. And by the way, you do not have to use this one, you can use a different design if you want to, or you can also make up your own design. But this is just one of the more simple designs that I could find, so I just decided to go with this one. So next we want to start cutting this out. So here's what it looks like so far. And you just want to keep trimming it until it looks the same on both sides. And I also cut out the heart in the centre of the spoon. And then I just smoothed off the inside of the heart using my scissors. So next what you want to do is you want to start rounding and smoothing off the shape. So what you want to do is you just want to cut out this part right here where you've drawn the curve like so, to make it look more like a spoon. And you also want to round off the other side as well. So you just want to make curved cuts like this. So I'm just going to finish. So once you've done that, here is what it should look like. So as you can see, I just hollowed out the inside to make it look more like the end of a spoon. And also smoothed off the edges of the spoon, and also rounded off the back as well, just by making curved cuts with my scissors. And next what you want to do is you want to flatten out the spoon, and as you can see I've already started doing that. So you just want to make it a little bit thinner. So you just want to take your scissors and just cut off parts of the spoon like this. So that way it is a bit thinner. but obviously you do not want to flatten out the end of the spoon. So just really carefully like this until it looks a little bit thinner or flatter, however you want to say it. And then you just want to make small snips with your scissors and just make it a little bit more smooth. So I'm just going to finish this. So once you've done that, here is what it should look like. So as you can see, I made it a little bit thinner, but you don't want to make it too thin because then the squishy would be too delicate. And again, you want to make sure that the end of the spoon is still rounded. And I also hollowed out the end of the spoon a little bit more. And I think the shape looks really good. So now we can start painting it. So next what I did was I mixed some yellow, white and a tiny bit of burnt sienna and brown paint together, and I painted the spoon. And then what I did was I just used a thin paintbrush and some brown paint to paint on some lines on the spoon to make it look more like wood. And you also want to do the same for the other side and also on the sides of the spoon as well. And also on the inside. And by the way, it's up to you how you want to paint yours. You can choose to paint yours more of a darker shade of brown if you want to. And you can just look up pictures of Welsh love spoons for help. So now moving on to the next step. So lastly what I did was I painted on my name on the top of the spoon. And I just used my brown puffy paint and a thin paintbrush to do this. And you can write whatever you want on yours. And again, you can just look up images of Welsh love spoons for inspiration. So now you just want to let this dry and then your squishy will be done. So here it is once it is all dry. And this turned out pretty squishy, as you can see. and I'm really happy with it. And I think the lines on the back did turn out a little bit too dark, but that's fine. And again, you can make whatever design you want for yours. You do not have to make the same exact design that I did. And again, you can just look up images of Welsh love spoons for inspiration. And also, again, you can write whatever you want on yours. So for example, you could make it for someone's birthday, or you can make it for a loved one. So for example, you can write "I love you Dad" or "I love you Mum" on it. But since I'm keeping this one, I decided just to write my name on it. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and as always, please feel free to request any more squishy tutorials you would like me to do in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!